You're listening to the Chat City interviews on 103.2 Preston FM.
And that's we are, Chat City, your morning show. We love hearing from you, so come on, please get in touch with us at Preston FM. And if you suffer from aches and pains, or from a wide range of illnesses, then my next guest maybe can help us out with this one, using a combination of modern technology and traditional Far Eastern medicine principles. Ceragem brings you the benefits of pain relief. And in the studio right now is my next guest. It's lovely to say hello to Julie Gee. So, Julie, a very good morning to you.
Good morning, Hughie.
And you're from Ceragem, based here in Preston.
Yes, yeah, we're just up the road from your studios.
That's
yeah, we've been here 6 years this November, and yeah, it's going really, really well.
So tell us a little then about Ceragem and the principles. As I said, it's a combination of modern technology and Far Eastern medicine. How do the two then kind of come together?
Yeah, it's basically a combination of ancient therapies that have been used for thousands of years and used successfully, such as massage. Our massage is based on chiropractic principles, so it's looking at the health of the spine in relation to the health of the body. And also the use of far infrared heat, and that's the same kind of technology that's used in many incubators, and great at this time of year
yes,
when it's quite chilly
I can
outside.
Understand that. Yes,
and also acupressure, which is commonly referred to as the mother of acupuncture. So before they started using needles, they literally used finger pressure. We use solid jade stones. And the modern technology side of it is you kind of wrap all those together within one device, and it's an automatic thermal massager.
Right.
And people love it, Hughie. Really.
I think I shall have to come and try this
out.
out.
I think you will.
I'll bring my
my
portable recorder along. So, who do you treat, and what conditions would be probably appropriate to be treated by yourselves?
Well, a whole range of people come to our centre, from sports people, because, for example, the beds were used in the athletes' recovery room at the Beijing Olympics, so we get a lot of local sports people coming in. I'd have to say that generally people aged 55 plus form the majority of our customers, but that's largely because as you age, there tends to be more kind of problems start arising. And in terms of the type of conditions, it can range from a pulled muscle, headaches, through to conditions such as blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol. Lots of people who are looking for that general return to general well-being, really.
Right. So, but I mean, when we talk about things, say, for instance, blood pressure, I mean, the way the treatment would work around something like a condition like blood pressure, I take it, is in relaxation therapy. It's not that it would address the issues of the diabetes, but by blood pressure, but by relaxing, etc. It is known that lowers the blood pressure. So would that be the reason that you would be better off with a kind of treatment coming along to yourselves?
You're absolutely right. I mean, there's even something called white coat syndrome, isn't there, where people's blood pressure kind of goes through the roof when they're due to go.
In a white coat,
yeah,
that's right,
when
yes.
they're due to go to the doctors. So certainly the relaxation aspect of it, but also I think we kind of underestimate the power of relaxation. Because stress kind of causes an awful lot of physical conditions, but also with Ceragem, the far infrared heat technology, it's known to penetrate the body 4 to 5 centimetres and create dilation of the blood vessels. So it actually helps with that blood circulation, and therefore if there's going to be dilation, then there isn't that added pressure on the kind of blood pressure.
Right.
As it is normally.
And for our listeners, we can get them to have a look at the website, but if we do a little of a visualization spot now, if we get our listeners to visualize, because I've been looking over the weekend and I was just having a look at the tablet that you've got with you, it looks like a kind of hospital bed or consulting table, but it actually has wheels underneath, or you actually get the heat, do you, from underneath, and you lie on this and it moves underneath, which actually then massages various parts of the body. Is that a good way of getting our listeners to visualize what they would be doing?
Yes, and I think also that it does focus on the spine. So the solid jade stones inside the bed that move either side of the spine, they're heated, and the whole bed itself is heated. And what those jade stones basically do is they mobilise and they stretch the spine. It's really important for the spine to have motion. That's why doctors no longer say lie on a board. They give you stretching exercises. But first of all, the bed actually scans your spine, because we all have different lengths and different curvatures.
So it would actually, it would actually kind of monitor the issues with your spine.
Yeah, it gets the length and the curvature of the spine before the treatment starts. It's a 40-minute treatment, by the way, and once it's scanned, it does a treatment specifically designed for that person.
And how the treatment is 40 minutes. I take it then, is it on a regular basis? It's not a one-off treatment, is it?
No, I think we're constantly looking for quick fixes.
Yes.
And they kind of don't usually exist. But that's what we're looking for. But I think that people who visit our Ceragem Centre generally find that the results that they want come from regular use. Now, that's not to say that they have to. It's all their choice. It's a free service for the community and beyond. It's a case of kind of getting your body back into a state of better well-being, really. People regularly report that they sleep better, they have more energy, they feel lighter. Obviously, they feel more flexible, which is one of the things that the recent scientific study, the independent one, actually identified that there was less reduced stiffness and increased flexibility.
So did you say you do get people who are referred by the general practitioners along?
Yeah, there's an increasing number of general practitioners who are suggesting to their patients to come along to our centre. We've also had physios who've said, why don't you go along and try Ceragem? Because I think it there's a place for everybody. So somebody who's having physio treatment, why not come to Ceragem as well? They kind of would help each other in a way.
And you've been here in Preston how many years?
5 years last November. So this November, 6 years. Yeah.
So is it quite a new and an innovative treatment? Because it's something that I'd not heard about before until one of our researchers, we were talking about the interview last week or the week before. So is it quite a new therapy, if therapy is the right word?
It's started in 1998 in South Korea, and came to Europe in 2005. So the first European Ceragem Centre was set up in Berlin in 2005. So it's kind of stood quite a good test of time, and there's approximately 3,000 centres in about 75 countries, and regularly every day there are approximately 650,000 people using Ceragem worldwide in centres.
Right. So do you have the regular users who come along and, they feel that they benefit from regular sessions?
Yeah, very much so. The majority of our users are regular users. And what's really lovely, Hughie, which is something that I didn't really kind of realise when we set up in November 2008, that it would become a real community place, a place for the whole community to come together. People from all different cultures come together, and it's really nice. It's like a real social feeling. So, and I think that adds to the general well-being as well. A place where, because I think a lot of the time now we're living fairly isolated lives, and particularly if you're in pain, then that can be quite lonely. But so there's that as well.
And is it the treatment alone, or are there things that then people, when they get home, or there's other things that they can do at home that actually complements the treatment by coming along to yourselves?
Yeah, what tends to happen is that people will typically start using Ceragem, and we also do talks regularly throughout the day. So we will kind of encourage people to look at what they're eating and the exercise that they take, and just kind of I guess raise awareness that they can help themselves much more than perhaps they realised. So typically what will happen is they start using Ceragem, start feeling a bit better, and then they have reduction in pain, they start feeling a lot more energetic, and they start kind of looking at healthier ways to lead their lives, you know. And so that has a knock-on effect too. Right.
So somebody listening to this programme right now who are wondering, I wonder if that would help me, or is that for me? How do they then go forward with that? By making contact with yourselves, and the kind of costings, or I understand that they can come along for consultation.
Yeah, sure. But by far the best way would be to come along to our centre. We're just on the corner of Church Street and Pole Street in Preston, and just come along and have a chat with us. It's a really friendly environment. If they have difficulty getting along to the centre, then perhaps calling us on Preston 2 00018 and having a chat with us over the phone. But by far the best way is actually coming along and using Ceragem, trying it for themselves, because that's how they'll see benefits. Now, lots of people might worry that it's free. You know, you would think that saying that the service is free would attract a lot of people, but it tends to also discourage people from coming along, because they tend to think, oh no, there's got to be a catch, and you get the old cliches like you know, there's no such thing as a free lunch, but there is. It's a free trial centre, and I'm really delighted that in the field of technology, Apple are doing the same.
You mean by in what way? You mean
free trials, in terms of free trials? I think you know, if you've got a product that you're really confident about, and you know it really works, and you know it's like a market leader, then you can open your doors and let people trial it for as long as they like.
So how many people can you treat at a time? How many people do you often have?
We have 14 beds. 14? In the centre,
yes.
Yeah. And there are 14 sessions in a day. We generally tend to have in excess of 100 people every day. It's usually about around about the 125 to 150 mark. And and there's regular sessions, fixed sessions throughout the day of 40 minutes each.
Right. Well, for people listening, again, where's the website to go to and to find out more about this?
Yeah, you can visit our website, which is Ceragem, and I'll just spell that because some people think it begins with an S.
That's right. And I was going to ask, the word Ceragem, is that the name? Is there a particular reason for the name? Is it to do with the treatment, or it's just the name of the company?
Well, it's the name of the company, but the meaning behind it is precious stone, which refers to the jade. And jade's been used as a healing stone for thousands of years.
So it's the precious stone.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so the website, Julie, is?
It's Ceragem-UK.com, and you spell Ceragem CERAGEM, so that's Ceragem-UK.com. You can also find us on Facebook. If you use Facebook, you can find us under Ceragem UK, and also Twitter the same.
Okay, lovely. Well, can I thank you for coming in this morning and telling us all about Ceragem, and I'm sure there'll be quite a few of the listeners who will be actually looking online right now, but thank you for coming in this morning.
Thank you very much, Hughie. It's been a real pleasure. Thank you.
If you've got news, views or events you'd like to share with us and the Chat City team, why not give us an email? chatcity@preston.fm.